On this episode, I want to discuss a specific cornerstone behavior, a cornerstone decision. A decision that really has an impact across the spectrum of our lives. And it really does hold up the entirety of our lives, and it can elevate and uplift literally every part of our lives. And what I want to get at is the way we identify ourselves. And when I talk about how we identify ourselves, I mean in the context of our behavior, in the context of our past behavior, in the context of our behavioral history, the actions we've engaged in, the things that we've done, over the entirety of our lives even. And I want to clarify what I mean when I say that this is a decision, because it doesn't necessarily need to be a conscious decision, right? We all have a way that we identify, and we might not think of it as a decision because there's sort of a default automatic way that we identify, probably largely subconsciously, if we're not intentional about it, right? We all have the way we perceive ourselves, and anyone who's not putting in proactive effort to intentionally manage the way that, if we're not putting in effort to intentionally and proactively manage the way we perceive ourselves, then we are going to have a perception of ourselves in a way that we see ourselves, a way that we think of ourselves and define ourselves, or the way that an identity that we have of ourselves that forms almost automatically. It forms by default subconsciously, just as a result of, the way we subconsciously automatically perceive and think of the full picture of who we are, the things we've done, what we've been through, how we've reacted, etc. All of those things are going to come together, and there's going to be a default way that we perceive ourselves as a result. So why am I calling it a decision? The reason is because that's what happens by default if we don't choose to proactively engage in monitoring and managing the way we perceive ourselves, the way we identify ourselves. And where the magic happens is when we make the decision that we will intentionally focus on our identity, the way that we identify ourselves and the way we perceive ourselves, and making sure that it's actually accurate and empirically correct. It can change everything. It's a true cornerstone decision that will, if we do it, it will spill over across every part of our lives and change everything. It'll change everything about the realistic likelihood of us actually fulfilling that potential that we know we have, hypothetically. It will also really give us a chance to get a fresh start again with a true clean slate and move forward without any of the baggage of a lifetime. And it doesn't matter what the behavior is. Having the truly correct perspective and view of our identity and who we are, it doesn't matter what baggage we have. We can have a pure, clean start. And not because we convince ourselves, because that is actually the empirical truth. It sounds, all nice and fluffy and woo-woo, but it's not. It's very real, and it will make a drastic, real, tangible change in the way we perceive ourselves, in our emotional state, in our self-perception. It will drastically increase our positive emotion. It will make us more energetic. It will make us more focused. It will make us more motivated. And you know what happens when we're more motivated? We achieve more. We end up more fulfilled. And then that further increases and contributes towards a further increase in positive emotion and well-being. So ultimately, having the truly correct, actually, view of our identity and who we really are is going to increase our positive emotion and our well-being and drastically improve our lived experience via a number of different pathways all at the same time.